Let's fire up some baseball nuggets. All right. So I've become very fascinated by this. Let's talk about the saga of Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin,
Family Guy,
that's Peter Griffin, among other people, is the next big thing in baseball. He was selected with the 9th pick in the first round of the 2024 MLB draft. He is with the Pittsburgh Pirates. And when I was looking at some of the rankings and stuff, trying to figure out, could Sebastian Walcott be the best prospect from his group? No, he cannot, because Connor Griffin exists. So if you look at the players that were born in 2006, which Sebastian Walcott is part of that group, ESPN has him ranked as the second best prospect born in that entire year for baseball. So that's pretty freaking sweet, right? He's behind Connor Griffin. And I want to walk you through a couple of different articles, including this one from Kylie McDaniel talking about Connor Griffin. My pre-draft comp of Fernando Tatis Jr., so think about that. That's the comp. Probably underrated Griffin's ability to stick at shortstop, but might nail both having a big league debut at the age of 20 and MVP level projections. All right, so compared to Fernando Tatis, but that might have been underselling the kid. And then there's this article from Jonathan Mayo with MLB.com. Who is the number one prospect in all of baseball? Every prospect who exists in all of baseball combined got 11.6% of the votes, except for Connor Griffin, who got the other 88.4% of the votes. And you're like, oh, that's a lot. So clearly he is the best prospect in all of baseball. He was also voted as the best defensive prospect in all of baseball. Now, with that in mind, you might be like, all right, well, how good is he at offense? Well, he played 21 games when he moved up to Double-A after absolutely annihilating rookie ball and high A. And in Double-A, he hit .337 with an OPS of .961.
Okay, all right. Before we do that, though, let's go to A-ball, where his OPS was .932.
Which is incredible.
Hold on. Now let's go to A+.
Okay.
Where he hit .942. Now let's get to Double-A.
.961.
Where he hit 9. He got better as he went up. That's impressive.
And that's offensively. And then he is also voted the best defensive prospect in all of Major League Baseball. And then there's this. Who is the best minor league prospect you've seen over the last decade?
Paul Skeens.
Paul Skeens is number one on the list. Connor Griffin is third.
Okay.
It goes Paul Skeens, Bobby Witt Jr., and Connor Griffin, who is ahead of Fernando Tatis, Julio Rodriguez, and Ronald Acuna. He's ahead of all of those players and only trailing somebody who at this point feels like they might win multiple MVPs and a pitcher who feels like he might win all of the Cy Youngs. And keep this in mind, Connor Griffin is on the same team as Paul Skeens.
Yeah, which means that this is right? Pittsburgh should be taking over the world this year if there's really only 1 year of baseball. Before we have a lockout, Pittsburgh needs to use this year to go after it.
Yeah,
to ensure they keep Livy Dunn in their social media world.
Right. I'm sure there's somebody on their social media teams like, you guys better never break up.
So he's done with A-ball, right?
Yes,
he's going to be a pro this year. He's going into camp with a chance.
I don't think with a chance probably. I don't think he's going to break camp because again he only got 21 games at Double-A, and I'm sure they're like, hey, let's take our time. Or maybe a cheap organization like the Pirates is like, hey, let's make sure that we get past what counts as a full service here, and then determine if we can put him up to Major League Baseball. But it is just bananas to see at the age of 19 in what essentially more or less is a full minor league season. He had 21 home runs for 94 RBIs. He hit .333 and had an OPS of 941. Oh, by the way,
he struck out 122 times.
That's true, but
that's baseball.
But you know what else he did? He stole 65 bases.
Good God. So is this Shohei?
Yeah, by the way.
Can he pitch?
While I'm telling you how incredible he is offensively and also defensively, he's also fast as hell.
Yeah, what kind of human is he? You know, that's really what's going to matter the most to the fans.
That I don't, man.
Fans don't care what kind of human you are. They just said, "Do you score?"
That I don't know.
All about scoring.
I will look into that, but I just wanted to point out what is encouraging is you have the next guy. So if it weren't an all-world, all-time prospect in Connor Griffin, the next guy up is Sebastian Walcott. And do you want one more fun thing? A year ago at this time, Sebastian Walcott was ahead of Connor Griffin. So I just told you about how amazing this person is.
So he's fallen off, is what you're saying, Walcott?
But he moved up in the prospect rankings from 3 to 2. So did he really fall off, or did Connor Griffin just ascend at an unbelievable rate that has made him generational?
Walcott doesn't quite have the same pop that he has. He has a good bat, but...
And there's more questions about him staying at shortstop as opposed to Griffin.
Yeah, and quite honestly, Kevin, I think for us, I mean, he started when he was 17. There's some growing there within the organization. That's lovely to see. I think we need to see him more to really have a good idea.
Sure.
Like this spring training, because we're heading to spring training after we got Radio Row Super Bowl action.
Yep.
Then we head to spring training where we'll give you the best coverage you could possibly find.
I'm just going to go ahead and tell you this on air. I upgraded your airline seats. I'll get not first class, but I'll give you more information.
So we're doing that, and this is going to be that's going to be my most intriguing thing to watch. Is where are we with the Sebastian Walcott growth?
Yeah.
Because what is he for this team right now? A prospect. That's it.
Does he represent hope to some people?
Yes. And you don't really want that on him because you want to do like you want your team to be so good that prospects are like, all right, here we go. They're either currency or they're coming up and they're helping the team. But right now, this is hey, we kind of need to see. He's only 19. We kind of need to see this guy now, or are we going to give up on him? And I don't think we should at all. But this is a spring training where I'm very interested to watch the player. And there are other storylines that are interesting, but where is he on this? Because that could change a lot of things.
By the way, one more quick note, especially if you're in the Baltimore area, on May 8th, the Baltimore Orioles are going to be giving away a Tupac bobblehead for their game against the A's, and he's decked out with a bat, and he's got an Orioles jersey on because he did attend the Baltimore School for Arts before he moved to San Francisco. Obviously became very well-known West Coast hip-hop, but he was...
And got a great picture out there of him giving the double bird wearing a Stars jersey.
Oh, I haven't seen that picture in forever.
Yeah, I usually during playoffs, I always text it to people.
That does feel like a good picture. But yeah, if you get a chance, look up the bobblehead. Maybe we'll post a picture May 8th. It is freaking awesome.
Is that that's going to be a pricey bobblehead, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. People are going to be lining up for that too.
All right.
For sure.